Okay, we want to come in the picture? Yeah. Thank you so much. And you look forward. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you, Eddie. Thanks, Eric.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, he's gonna speak just a little bit. Oh, you did already.
Right, if you want me to do a short presentation, or just leave the mayor. Yeah, just leave, please. We didn't know you were going to make that presentation. You got your check, don't you? Keep up the good work, Mayor.
Thank you. Now on to special events.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Of the 6 applications before you this evening, there is one new application, and that's for the Solstice Sustenance Kayaking event. Are there any questions on this event or any of the other ones presented before you?
No,
Thank you.
Mayor.
We're on the matters to council. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Good evening, everyone. Good nothing for me.
Thank you. Councilmember Clayton.
Good evening, nothing for me. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes, 2 things. The Asbury Park Arts Council and APTV have launched an initiative in 2024 called 2 Minutes With, where they are asking filmmakers to choose an artist or business in Asbury Park and create a 2-minute video profile. The accepted films will run on APTV and can be used by subjects for their own promotion and marketing. The idea was born out of Asbury Park Arts Council's filmmaker meetups as a way to spotlight the depth and breadth of creative energy in Asbury Park. APTV is happy to be used as a platform to amplify the works of filmmakers supporting local artists and small businesses. As an initiative, Asbury Park Arts Council is awarding a $100 gift certificate to Asbury Park businesses to the next 3 accepted films. Example films can be seen on the Asbury Park Arts Council YouTube channel, and details on how to upload a film on the Asbury Park APTV website. Hold on. Second one, the Asbury Park Public Art Commission. It's our 5th year promoting the mural program. We have progress to 13 portable murals in 2021. That you see downtown in Cookman and in Springwood Park. We commissioned in 2022 murals on the south side of the sewer plant. Last year, the 4 murals on the east side of the sewer plant. And right now, we are working on the mural facing Asbury Towers with the Asbury Tower residents, picking the final mural. Okay? Sure. Okay. Matters from the city manager. Matters from the city attorney.
Yes, I do have an announcement for anyone who is here this evening concerning the redevelopment plan for the property located at 1201 Memorial Drive. This is an important matter that has been discussed at numerous public meetings, including one public forum that was noticed to all property owners within 200 feet. Given that there is not a full contingent of the council present to consider the matter this evening, the council will be tabling the public hearing and the vote on the potential adoption of the redevelopment plan for this property until the next meeting, which is going to be held on May 8th. As such, if you came here this evening solely for that matter, you may wish to leave and come back on May 8th because the city council will not be addressing it this evening. Of course, you are certainly welcome to stay for tonight's meeting if you wish, and to speak during this evening's regular voting.
Thank you, Greg. Round of public participation, I have a motion of community to the public.
Move to open.
Second.
All in favor? Public participation portion is now open. Any member of the public who wishes to speak, please use the microphone, state your name and address for the record. There will be a 3-minute time limit for each speaker. Again, please state your name and address for the record.
Hi, good evening. Council members.
Are you a little closer to the mic there?
I can, I reclaim my time. So I'm here to speak to you about I have some prepared remarks, but I think they're probably too verbose to get through in 3 minutes this evening. But I do want to talk about the 1201 Memorial Development Plan. And I will say that I understand your voice to approve this in its current situation, and I want to just be completely clear that I do support the redevelopment of this site. I've lived next to it for 40 years, since I was an 8-year-old, and I have witnessed it be a government office, a methadone clinic, an abandoned lot, now a toxic oil spill, and we've lived next to a vacant lot for a number of years now. We want to see this developed. I do disagree fundamentally that the current arrangement of the site is really in the best interest of what our neighborhood quality is, and that we could do better. Now, Fred just spoke about neighbors receiving notice. I would say that that's a disingenuous use of the word notice. We have never been actively noticed, even for tonight's meeting where 1201 Memorial Drive is on the agenda. We are not noticed. I am a direct neighbor of the site and did not receive any notice. It is only because we, as concerned residents, gather ourselves and stay on top of those agendas. Now, my point is actually larger in that the fact that you are using redevelopment planning powers, which are extraordinary to the city of Asbury Park, most city councils don't have that ability. You should be adopting a process that brings neighbors and residents into the beginning of the process, where we are allowed to express our desires, our concerns, our wants for that site. And that those things are incorporated into a conversation with the developer who is being considered for those plans, where you do detailed design studies that are shared with the community, where we understand options and trade-offs. That has not been done in this process. I also believe that you have not performed a traffic impact study. You have cherry-picked data from 2019, which says there are 9,500 vehicles on Memorial Drive. That does not tell you how many vehicles are traveling in the peak direction at the peak time around this site at the peak hour, which is closer to 350 to 500. Oh, that's on my time. Okay, that's about 37 seconds left.
Thank you, use my time.
So I really do think that while the data that has been presented to us may be accurate, it doesn't present a full picture of the existing conditions that we experience today, nor does it assess the impact of this development, which will have 130 parking spaces and many more people relying on street parking, using this area as their place to store their vehicles. So there's no traffic impact study, no design studies have been shared with us. We are expected to provide you our reactions in 3-minute snippets that put you in a defensive crouch and us in a reactionary position. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey everyone, Mike Sedano, 1000 4th Avenue. Good evening. I encourage development of the property at 1201 Memorial. However, I do not agree that all vehicular access should be solely on 4th Avenue. 4th Avenue is currently an unregulated speedway. While attempts to calm traffic are planned, it's debatable whether any of those methods are going to have a positive impact on the 4th Avenue Turnpike corridor block. Suggestions have been made by residents to change the vehicular access from 4th Avenue to Memorial Drive, and it's been rejected. If 4th Avenue is designated, then why not have 2 access points on 4th and 5th Avenues to more evenly distribute traffic? This seems to work well in other developments such as Wesley Grove, the Sackman Building on Banks and Emory, and the Ocean Club. If 4th Avenue has been decided as a better suited for vehicular access, in your opinions, then 5th Avenue should be equally well suited. Second, the process of redevelopment does not currently seem very transparent. I don't recall any public meetings being called to discuss and engage residents in the process, listen, and consider their thoughts. I haven't seen any studies done on the impact and development that development will have on the character of the neighborhood and pedestrian safety in the surrounding blocks.
Third, it's been determined there is 0 setback on Memorial frontage. Why is that the best design for residential neighborhood development? To have a 4-story building but right up against the sidewalk, creating a tunnel effect while walking down Memorial Avenue. I urge you, the redevelopment authority and the city, to take a visionary approach on this project and process, and consider the points made by the public before making your final decision. A decision that will have long-lasting impact on the neighborhood. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Paula Shogo, 100 Fifth Avenue. Both previous speakers have mentioned pedestrians and traffic several times. Whatever the configuration of the building is, whether it's given in the next meeting as it's been designed, one of the most serious considerations in the city is traffic safety and road safety for pedestrians and bicycle riders. We know that I'd like to just ask on the side, if we can possibly get the design of Memorial Drive up on the city website. I have downloaded it because James sent it to me, but it's not on the city website, so it's possible to get it there. People are asking constantly, where are the lights, where are the crossings, what's going to be happening, how it's going to look. So if we can get that up there on the site, that would be awesome. But so Memorial is going to be, have a protected bike lane and some walking facility, whether there's no setback or not, that would be disappointing. And we have pedestrian traffic and bicycle traffic on 5th and 4th, both of which have bike lanes. So what's important for us all to acknowledge is that we have a speeding problem and a bad driver behavior problem in the city. And as quickly as possible, as boldly as possible, as this design goes forward, I don't know how quickly it will be built, but at the same time, we need to be putting together not just a plan, but a concrete decision, a bold decision to change the built environment on 4th, 5th, 3rd as well, and Memorial, where this building is going to have an effect. And that means whatever we need to do. It could be tactical urbanism, meaning painted, striping. It could be community efforts of creating curb sections. It could be physical traffic calming measures. And I know that we've been talking for a long time about the raised crosswalks on 3rd Avenue. We talked for a while about the roundabouts, which were shot down. But anything that we can do to change driver behavior so that they don't want to speed, they don't want to behave badly, they have to pay attention, road narrowing effects. We also need to get our micro-mobility back right away, our scooters, options, transportation options, like one that I've suggested numerous times, the 24/7 jitney service that Mike Gonzalo was trying to start here, ended up going to the city, they have it there, it's called VIA. Other options to get around the city so people don't have to drive. So all those people who live in 1201 don't have to get in their cars all the time to come in and out of wherever the entrance and exit are. So that's pretty much it. Crowd traffic calming, whatever we can do to make a difference right away while the development is taking place. Thanks.
Thank you.
Nancy Sabino, 1000 Fourth Avenue. As it seems, the voting for this redevelopment plan seems to be done deal, in spite of the objections by the residents who live in the neighborhood. This new, very large apartment complex will be moving forward, it seems. For now, all we can do is wait and see. For us, and this process has seemingly been one of, this is what we want to do, and while we say we want the public's involvement, we really don't. The traffic along 4th is still speeding. The additional 130 units will only add to the traffic challenges that seemingly have no immediate fixes. And while the residents' concerns might have been discussed, the vote will be based on outdated traffic counts, projected traffic calming measures, and an anticipated increase in pedestrian traffic on Memorial as determined by the Transportation Director. But if a new traffic study is being planned, how can we vote to accept the current redevelopment plan with old data? In the future, as Memorial Drive will become even more developed, I would recommend reaching out to neighborhoods earlier, give more thought to the concerns of those who live there year-round, and communicate to the public to feel that their input is valued. And if I can ask you a question, is this project getting pilot program, do you know?
Yes, I believe so.
That's great.
Thank you.
Felicia Simmons, Sewell Avenue, president of the West Side, excuse me, president of the West Side Community Center, WCC, Historic Renovation Association. I'm standing here, putting my hand out again, with the city to help develop the West Side Community Center. As a resident of my life to this area, knowing the importance of the West Side Community Center, and if anyone hasn't been past 150 in the last couple weeks, you'll see how beautiful it actually looks with this new paint. It's trimmed, yards clean, maintained, the inside, new floors, new paint. I'm sorry I'm getting a little rough because as a person who's been engaged in the city, I know the millions and millions and millions of dollars given to pilot programs, and yet we stand with a bill by the city, not by the county. I've been there for almost $100,000 for a community center. I'm standing here with my hand out saying, I work with you to build something great. I don't even have to build it, it is already there. You're scheduled to have work programs with new green energy that's coming offshore wind energy. We've been sitting with administrators of the city's businesses, industry, grading, decided to work with us. And we're standing here as a committee of people who are from here, saying that, city, we need your help. We need your help without a $100,000 bill hanging over our head. We need your help to put a roof on our cultural center, which will be the largest event space in the area, right? That will actually house our children, get them off the street, right? Those good programs of reading and writing, right? Academics, language, right? We have it all, cooking, home economics, right? Solar energy, wind turbine energy, wind industry, alternative energy. I've been at our facility 3 times, and we posted 2 events at a neighboring church with them, talking about the $1 billion industry that's coming right here, and having our kids in our community prepared for it, right? Because since 2016, I've been looking for an avenue to engage our youth in an industry that will be able for us to live here with the median house price being $550,000 in the city of Asbury Park. How do I sustain my community? Right, with the shirt that I have on now, that's I am also president of Ocean County National Action Anthem, saying we won't go back. Right, that's the march we just had. We won't go back. I want to go back to where there were Black professionals living here, right, growing here, right, building a community here, and adding to the Renaissance. So again, I'm asking for your help.
Great, thank you, Felicia. We want to try to set up a meeting with the city manager. We can discuss that. We met once, and yeah, there's $100,000 over the taxes, and I don't think we're in a position just to relieve that, but we can certainly meet. I know you applied for CDBG funds, and the law says if you owe taxes, CDBG money can't be given to you. So we can have another meeting, try to figure out another game plan, but I mean, that's where we're stuck right now.
Okay, I'm just saying, there's other pots that we can help you get.
I wish we had all these secret pots that everybody refers to. I wish we were flush with money that everybody thinks we are. We're not. We're going to have a tax increase this year besides the Board of Education. And I totally agree with you that the tax increase between the Board of Education and the city, people are going to get hit hard. And so, I mean, that's why our budget is not ready yet, because we're back to carving more of the, to the bone. Because right now, the proposed tax increase to me is just too high for the average resident in Asbury Park. So, and to the city manager, to this chief financial officer. So, I mean, that's why the budget isn't ready yet, because we're looking at more ways to like either increase money or decrease spending. So we're not flush with money that we can just like give people $100,000 we wish we were. We're not there yet. Anything else we can do to try to help people, you know, we'll help you with fundraising, whatever you want to do. Put the word out, arrange meeting, we'll go from there. I say because we have been one time, we cannot believe somebody owning the city, the taxpayers $100,000 worth of taxes. And, you know, we could meet against it, please try to set this meeting with the city manager. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, Kate and Rena at 1012 Fifth Avenue. I just wanted to reiterate the comments from both Eric and Holly Mike about 1201 Memorial. It's my understanding that the developer also preferred to have the entrance in and out on Memorial. I remember that from some previous meetings. Also, although not many people are here tonight, in support or defense of 1201 Memorial, we did gather as a community, and I believe we sent in 2 letters. I'd just like to remind you to look at those letters again and review all the residents. I think in the last one we sent had 60 plus signatures on it, and so I would really urge you to take a look at that again. And know that even though we might not all be here physically, we do talk about it a lot as a community, and we're able to get everybody to read that, go through it, and discuss it as a group. I would really hope that you would look at that again and take some of those into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, John. Hello, Council. Michael Kushner, 1100 Fifth Avenue. So I don't have a comment about 1201. But I wanted to bring up something, a comment, also a question about the roads, specifically the conditions of the roads. So, John, a number of years ago, I brought this up at a city council meeting, commenting on what I thought were really poor conditions of our roads. And you kind of chastised me, saying that your administration is well, in a nice way.
I'm really kidding.
You're classy about it. You said that, you know, your administration has done more than the previous administrations by a long shot in paving our roads. Now, I've been here about 10 years, probably not. I'm not familiar with the previous administrations. Apparently, road maintenance wasn't their strong suit. But now it's all these years later, and it's worse. And our roads are in horrendous condition. Now, as you know, you don't feel this as much when you're driving. I ride our bikes everywhere. But with all due respect, it's embarrassing. Some of these roads are so bad. And Granite Avenue, as an example, has ruts going down it that in the summertime, you're going to have some tourists on bikes here, and they're going to get that tired of that vertical rut, and they're going down. Potholes. Some of these streets are so bad, it's like some of the worst inner city streets in really the private areas I've ever seen. So my question is, especially with the taxes going up, I'm all about supporting the city with more taxes and get the services in return. What's the decision-making process in paving these roads in this 1.4 mile or whatever it is square town? I know cars damage roads a lot. It's probably a bit of a game of whack-a-mole. But we're losing. So who makes the decision? Is the DPW? Because if you walk and ride your bikes anywhere in this town, and probably I've had visitors come with us on bike rides, and they comment about the quality of these roads compared to our neighboring towns. So I'd like to really, maybe some information about, is it going to be taken care of? Who makes that decision? Is it the transportation manager, DPW? DPW is a collective. That's it. I yield the rest of my time.
Yes, it's a collective decision by, I would say, DPW, transportation, and the city engineer as far as grading the roads, and then they grade them, and then when they decide it's the worst road, is the road we apply for state DOT money. Now, state DOT money, these numbers aren't going to be totally accurate, so I mean, don't hold me to them. We'll apply, well, let's say, 8.5, which would be that now. That was one of the worst roads in the city, right, Rita?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So our taxes don't fund these roads. It's got to come from the state.
No. In a normal city, a mill and pay job for that road would be, again, my spitball numbers, say like $1 to $2 million. But because we have 100-year-old terracotta sewer lines, they're leaking like heck there, and we're doing full restoration, including replacing the sewer lines, that we not totally, decrease the amount of infiltration at the sewer plant. For say, during a normal rainstorm, a heavy rainstorm, we'd be pumping 10 million gallons a day. Now we're down to like, say, 3 billion gallons a day. So, you know, it's definitely stopped the infiltration by replacing the sewer lines. But the replacing the sewer lines makes a $2 million job a $5 million job. And we've got to the point where, like, you know, again, like I said before, we're not flush with money. We're going to have to readdress, like, do we do a total job payment as far as like all new curbs, all new sidewalks, all new sewer lines or anything? I think those days may be over for a year or two, where right now, last grant, I think we got our third and fourth and let's say Comstock's. Again, we're hoping to do the sewer lines also, but we're gonna televise the sewer lines to see if they have to be replaced. Because if they don't have to be replaced, it costs us like $1,000 to get a sewer rat in here to televise the lines to see if we can save notes. To me, that's $1,000 spent. And if not, then we have to replace the sewer lines also. But if the cash cow is running out of money to do total replacements, it would be interesting when you see that streets forward to James and to the city manager and everything. Because you're right, you guys out there bicycles, you get Robert James and Jay from TNF, they grade the roads and maybe something they don't pick up on. So when somebody sees a really bad road, please forward it to us and we'll put it on like the lists. Say,
There's a lot to be forward. There's a lot. I mean, and I hear what you're saying, but even going out there, there's potholes in places that, again, are a danger. You're going to get cyclists going down and hit this stuff. Grand Avenue, even if it's some kind of temporary patch job, it's needed in the city.
So if you came, like your car, if you came down Memorial Drive, you made the left on Banks, and you see all the potholes right across the river. That street was paved less than a year ago.
Yeah.
And those potholes are there already. That was a mill and paving job, which we did with all the streets between Memorial and Railroad, Memorial and Main, all the way down to 7th Avenue. So, that's ripped up already. And again, that was a total restoration. That was a 2-inch mill and overlay. And sometimes we have to do that again because of lack of money. But again, the streets are a lot better than they have been in the past. Are they still bad in some places? Absolutely. Towards the bad ones that James and Robert and Jay from TNF will look into and see where they stand on the list. Again, one of the worst ones was 8th Avenue, and that took us, that took us like a year and a half to get DOT's permission to start on a job after they gave us the money. So sometimes our hands are tied by strings. That one was particular, but normally they're not. Sometimes DOT doesn't work. They pay a small percentage of the total job, and they pay for that. I live on 4th Avenue. I didn't get new sidewalks, I didn't get new curbs, but I got a new road.
Yeah.
I mean, so we may have to come back and give everybody new driveway acres where they're not necessary. We may have to come back on, they don't give new curbs and sidewalks if it's not necessary. Replace the bad and start cutting back, or else it's going to go further back than we'll have to work a project for the next 3 to 5 years. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello, Frank Machado, 209 6th Avenue. Just had some questions regarding the funds for the, I guess the city got some funds for the sea to fix the boardwalk area. And I understand Madison Marquette is no longer in the picture, or they sold their rights, or was there another company that took over?
Madison Marquette is still the owner of everything down the boardwalk. As far as retail, they did not sell out. They sold. They brought in a partner from Canada to run the business of setting rent out the properties. Madison Marquette is still the big dog on the boardwalk.
So there was, I guess they were in default for some.
Yes, the city has held them in default several times.
And is there any resolution on that? You know, we said they're default. Is there any consequences to that? There, you know, we're still waiting for the convention center to be reopened, the theater to be reopened. Then they're supposed to get money coming in. We'll make sure that is there going to be some oversight to make sure that when they fix the boardwalk, they don't replace it with more wooden boardwalk that is going to be replaced every 5 years. When I get into the tracks, that material where it's done once and it's there for 20 years or so.
Okay, I didn't want to cut you off anymore because I don't have any other question you have, so I didn't want to feed into your time.
Yeah, so, they're my primary questions.
Okay, so yes, the city held the default. What does that mean? Basically, the city held the default in the redevelopment agreement in 2002 and all subsequent development agreements. There's no mechanism that causes them to like time frame to fix anything, bonds, anything. We're stuck with the deal. It was done in 2002, and it's very weak is what the city can do to enforce them to start spending money.
So we have no recourse then.
Basically, very little, if any, and that's what we looked at. All options include eminent domain, everything, and eminent domain. We're gonna say the building's worth $150 million, we're gonna have $150 million to buy it, it's gonna be 5 years in court, and the lawyers would make $10 million. So, but we are looking at any and all options, and hopefully, Madison Marquette will, now that they got $13 million from the state, because the city wrote the grant for them to get the $13 million, maybe they'll become a better team player and start taking care of the properties and reopening the properties.
Is there any plan to hold them accountable to open these properties? They're getting these funds, they should be open properties, and should there be some oversight saying, hey, you don't get money if you open these properties?
There's some language in the MOU we have to look at. If we don't agree with it, we want them to spend the money to try to get the parent open and other things to protect the buildings themselves. Now, if they say we're going to take the money, we're going to put in new chandeliers and professional, we're going to say, you're not getting the money. So yes, we have some say over it. The money comes to the city, it doesn't go to them. It will come all to us, and then we'll disperse it, and we'll disperse it according to their projects, and if we agree with the projects. Thank you.
If I may, I
Yeah,
have
you the microphone. If I let you talk from there, everybody's going to yell at me.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Should I give you my address too?
No, that's okay.
Okay. I'm a visitor from Bergen County. Mr. Mayor, I'm going to leave these packets with City Manager, with Lily. I just want to bring the governing body's attention to page 6 in this. This is basically a synopsis of the insurance coverages for the city of Asbury Park, some of the ancillary policies that we carry. But if you look on page 6, since 2016, when you appointed me as your risk manager, we're just shy of $1 million in taxpayer dollar savings, $994,000 of real dollar savings, because from that point forward, when I worked with Polaris and Eric, we were able to bring your self-insured retentions and your deductibles down over the years because of your positive claims trends in the city of Asbury Park. And that's real money saved. That is the differences in the deductibles on page 6 of real dollar savings with a potential of $1.6 million. As claims get settled and the city of Asbury Park gets out of these claims, those dollars go back into the taxpayer fund. So this is real savings to the city of Asbury Park. And again, it's a testament to the governing body, your city manager and your department heads in working with me and with the NGIF in bringing your claims down, and you'll see the information in the packet. So I just want to thank you again for your cooperation.
No, as before we said, I should have written your presentation, but there's public here, and whoever's not here will be watching on ABTV. So the public is aware that, right, we got rid of the past insurance carrier because we didn't think they were doing a good job. And every year, you're saving us money, which means it's not money we have to throw into the budget to raise taxes. So if you have extras of those, we can make more and give them out to the citizens, we'll do that. And but if there's anything else you want to highlight while you're there now, as far as like the past year, what a great job you did to get our things down, please go ahead.
It's in the packet, Mayor, but basically I show you the 4 lines of coverage in a bar chart, and it shows the reduction in not only the frequency of claims, but the severity of those claims. And again, it's a team effort. It's not just me. I can work with you, with your department heads. We do our quarterly safety meetings. There's a lot of initiatives that my office takes to help bring you towards a safer environment. We're going to continue training this year. The NGIF just hired D2 Security. They're going to be doing your cyber security, and you'll be getting in contact, you'll be contacting Lily within probably the next 7 days or so. So again, this is a team and a collaborative effort between the governing body, your department heads, my office, the joint insurance fund, and all the fund professionals. Tim Weir from Loss Control from BMA, collaborative effort, but together we're making great strides in the city of Asbury Park. And since I've been here since 2016, those real dollar savings are just shy of $1 million right now as of January 1st. So it's really a great testament to the governing body for doing a great job.
You've done a great job, too. We deeply appreciate it. So
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everyone.
Anybody else want to?
Move to close. All in favor? So I want to say a couple things about the 1201 Memorial Development. And I want to acknowledge that we can agree to disagree about the exit and the entrance. But what I'm going to take exception to is the lack of transparency. I have emails from Eric and others talking about how he deeply appreciates the work being done to improve the design. Developer met with him several times and several of the neighbors. We were notified within 200 feet of the development. I gotta thank you for that. I gotta thank, what I heard was that you were not. So I'm just gonna say my piece. I don't have a problem disagreeing with your points about insurance, and that's okay. But I'm gonna take exception, and to your point, Eric, I'm gonna get defensive when you say that we were not transparent, because I disagree with that. Multiple meetings with you guys, planning board meetings that had public comments. 2 other points, the developer does not want it on Memorial Ave. I don't know where that came from, but we confirmed
The
that.
developer said that outside.
Okay, just, we confirmed it. We wanted to make sure that that was not the issue. And as for the pilot, it is the majority of this council's policy to provide pilots for 20% of affordable housing to keep housing affordable for residents who want to stay here. So the pilot, it is slated for a pilot for the 20% of affordable housing. So again, I'm okay agreeing to disagree on entrances and exits. And Beth and James can tell you why they're telling us that we should do this. But I am going to take exception to the transparency comment.
May I respond? And I will be as, and Amy, reasonable people can disagree, absolutely,
Right.
100%, yes, reasonable people can disagree. We were, should I go to, so that everybody?
No, because it's going to be short.
Closed, yeah, just be quick.
For example, we
said
were not
it's
notified
it's
about tonight's meeting for this. There have been many meetings about this project. We have been noticed one time in 4 years for a public information session during which we were expected to keep our comments within 3 minutes. All of those meetings at the planning board, all of the meetings at city council, we have never received a notice except one time. At the city council, we are expected to keep our comments to 3 minutes. So we are responding to plans that seem already baked without our involvement. At planning, which I'm a member of, we do give people the opportunity to speak. No one is noticed that is being considered. So how are the people in our neighborhood supposed to know? They do not know. The only reason they know is because we organized a Google group to let people who are on the Google group voluntarily that we happen to know. It's not our job to let them know.
Okay, Eric, thank you.
Yeah, so I appreciate that you see some level of transparency, but we are not regularly notified of these meetings. We are not.
Okay. I'm going to say one quick thing. We've never notified anybody about the second reading of the ordinance. I'm not saying, you say that's wrong, we should notify everybody. Okay. The 62 cents statute is pretty short on that.
Sure.
Okay, but, and again, truthfully, because of because in the state did not notify you guys, which we took and we agreed with, since then, we have notified every other project of the initial hearing. Of the initial hearing.
Not every time it's discussed, we're not notified.
Not the introduction, not the second reading. We haven't done that, you're right. Okay, Eric. Time's up. Good.
We're now on to the minutes, municipal council executive meeting minutes, and regular meeting minutes of April 10th, 2024. Do I have a motion? Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Quinn. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. So Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on to consent agenda resolutions. All matters this month's consent agenda are presented to the council and will be considered for approval of one vote. These matters are considered to be routine in nature and there will no be discussion of these items. Discussion desired by one or more council members as any particular item and said item shall be moved to the consent agenda and considered separately. On consent agenda today, we have resolution 2024-202 through 2024-205, which includes resolution appointing the paint drills in the city of Asbury Park wastewater treatment plant. The drills are 40 passenger shaped and gravity offered for motion to consent. Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
We're now on to individual resolutions. I have resolution 2024-206, resolution to name the bill. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-207, resolution identifying complaint items as the subsequent developer agreement between the city of Asbury Park, Asbury Retail LLC, and Asbury Park. Is there a motion? Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore. Resolution 2024-208, resolution authorizing the purchase of electronic door locking systems for the fire department. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-209, resolution authorizing the purchase of 28 passenger vehicle van with wheelchair lift for senior center. Move that in. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-210, resolution authorizing the purchase of parts needed to repair primary pumps at the school. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-211, resolution authorizing the purchase of wristbands for the beach department. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-212, resolution authorizing the purchase of recycling / trash cans. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-213, resolution authorizing the acquisition and installation of playground equipment for the Fourth Avenue and Heck Street playground utilizing Monmouth County open space money. Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-214, resolution authorizing the emergency sinkhole repairs needed at First Avenue. Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-215, resolution authorizing the annual renewal of SDL software, station data line. Move it. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-216 has been removed from tonight's agenda. Resolution 2024-217, resolution approving change order number 4 for the fire department. Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-218, resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of Asbury Park to enter into a professional services agreement with Public Resource Advisory with the Commissioner Brad Administration for the host. Move it. Councilmember Bez. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-219, resolution of the mayor and the city council of the city of Asbury Park to enter into a professional services agreement with Public Resource Advisory Group for the provision of administration for 202/204 Seventh Avenue. Move it. Second. Councilmember Bez. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-220, resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of Asbury Park to enter into a professional services agreement with the Public Resource Advisory Group for the provision of administration for 407 Lake Avenue. Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-221, resolution authorizing professional service contract between an associates for remedial action services and the fire department. Move it.
Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore. Resolution 2024-222, resolution approving plans and specifications for the intersection of County Route 48 and Memorial Drive, Oakland Avenue, at the site of the new Asbury Park Firehouse in the city of Asbury Park. Second.
Can I ask a question? James,
Yes.
would you just explain? This is left turns from Springwood or?
So, right between Cookman Avenue and the easement, which is just south of the firehouse. That's where you go in and go into the shopping center. Originally, Monmouth County wanted us to make that a left turn, and we decided we didn't want that. So we had to do a compromise where it's now, these two back-to-back left turn lanes. So one left Cookman and one left into that easement. So they wanted us to, provide a resolution, agreeing to it, and setting these plan to see what's gonna happen. That's what this resolution does.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, James. Motion is second. Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-223, resolution of the mayor and city council of the city of Asbury Park, referring proposed amendments to the San Luis First Avenue development plan for the city of Asbury Park Planning Board, and directing the planning board to take certain actions pursuant to NJSA 40-12-7.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-222, resolution support for a project located at 901 Madison Avenue, Lot 603, Lot 309, and at 900 Madison Avenue, Lot 607, Lot 8, to be considered for Aspire tax credit program.
Move that. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-225, resolution establishing and adopting an amended complete streets policy in the city of Asbury Park.
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Resolution 2024-226, resolution, this is actually an addition to tonight's agenda, two additions. The first one is going to be resolution 2024-226, this is a resolution authorizing appointments to the planning board. The appointee is Jeremy Hoffman, alternate one, with a term to expire January 15th, 2026. By motion.
Move it. Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
And then resolution 2024-92, this is a tabled resolution back from the February 28th meeting. This is a resolution authorizing professional services contract to Hackensack Meridian Team Health PC for employment exams and physicals.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Our hours of ordinances for introduction, ordinance 2024-13. Ordinance of the city of Asbury Park, creating article 13-1400 entitled lead-based paint inspection of residential rental dwellings, part 2, rental property, chapter 13, property improvement and neighborhood preservation, property maintenance code, is the code of the city of Asbury Park, with a public hearing date of May 8, 2024. Do I have a motion?
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-14, ordinance of the city of Asbury Park, amending and supplementing Article 13-1300, entitled short-term rentals, part 2, rental property, chapter 13, property improvement and neighborhood preservation, of property maintenance code of the code of the city of Asbury Park, public hearing date of May 8, 2024. Resolution.
Move it.
Councilmember Bez Anderson. Yes. Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-15, ordinance of the city of Asbury Park, the county of Monmouth, the state of New Jersey, providing for the special assessment of the cost of certain wastewater, stormwater, roadway, streetscape, utility, and other infrastructure improvements on block 4205, blocks 2 and 3, within the Asbury Park water urban development area, and establishing mechanism for payment of the cost thereof, the public hearing date of May 8, 2024.
Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-16, ordinance of the City of Asbury Park authorizing the execution of a financial agreement with PHF Sunset Square Urban Renewal LLC concerning property located at block 4205, lots 2 and 3 on the tax map of the City of Asbury Park, granting a tax exemption. Public hearing in May 2024. It's a first read, is it correct? The public hearing in May 2024, do I have a motion? Move it.
Second.
Councilmember Bez Anderson. Councilmember Clayton.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Now on to second readings, public hearing of ordinances. Ordinance 2024-9, ordinance amending section 20-3 entitled plastic bags in chapter 20, environmental regulations of the code of the City of Asbury Park.
Move it.
I'm just going to have our director of planning and development, Michelle Alonso, just, can you come to the microphone to provide a brief overview of this ordinance? We're almost.
Good evening, everyone. We'll be very brief. We are tightening our ordinance that does not permit single-use plastic bags to be used by businesses within the city. We're also extending it to what is considered multiple-use plastic bags. And in other words, it's just going to be short only if you pay where they can't give you a plastic bag. And this is at the request of the Green Team, and we believe the state is going to follow suit with such a recommendation as well.
Thank you, Michelle. Any motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2024-9?
Move to open.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing on ordinance 2024-9 is now open. Any member of the public wishing to speak, please use the microphone. Your comments may be regarding ordinance 2024-9 only. Second. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing on ordinance 2024-9 is now closed. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2024-9? Councilmember Bez Anderson.
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton. Yes. Deputy Mayor Quinn. Yes. Mayor Moore.
Yes.
Now, ordinance 2024-10, ordinance of the City of Asbury Park, amending and supplementing chapter SCC 1 entitled Rules and Regulations of the Shade Tree Commission of the Code of the City of Asbury Park. We have two members of the Shade Tree. I was going to say, Gabrielle Cucinato, Tom Kaminsky of the Environmental Shade Tree Commission. Provide a brief overview of the
The Environmental Safety Commission, in conjunction with Michelle Baldwin, drafted this ordinance as a requirement for the stormwater management. It's a requirement for all ordinances within the state of New Jersey to adopt a stormwater management ordinance. We basically adopted the draft language that was provided by the New Jersey EPA. And we made some minor changes, like we put in definition of the Asbury Park Environmental Safety Commission, we put in the definition of a fund for that, but aside from that, we basically adopted this. The purpose of this ordinance is to mitigate like stormwater management. We want to keep our canopy. We want to basically to help absorb stormwater and things like that. So the requirement will be for residents to complete a permit to request the removal of a tree either on the right of way or on their property. And if that's approved, there might be a reason they want to build a pool, they will have to replace it with another tree on their property unless they can't because there's not room on their property. And then they can work with the Environmental Safety Commission to find another site to plant a tree. If they don't want to plant the tree, they can pay a fee. It's $100 for the city, or the city to plant it in a site like in a public park or another. So that's basically what it is. Any questions?
First of all, I have to thank Gabriella. So much of what has happened, because of her hard work, amazing person. What I'm most concerned about is how this information is going to get out to the city. Because if they don't know about it, they're just going to simply do what they've always been done. It's like Wild West with 2000, whatever. I think we have to develop some kind of a system where we use Nixle, where we use City Hall, where we use the Environmental Change Commission, to let people know that this is the way we have to plant our trees. You just can't simply tear a tree down and that's the end. According to the ordinance now, we have to deal with private property as well. That's a big issue. People have a lot of feelings about going onto their property. So we have to make sure that they're aware of the fact that this is an ordinance that requires all of us to be in terms of the right of way as well as private property in terms of planting and tearing down trees. The other thing that I want to mention is that we continue to bump up against, I guess, obstacles, others you might call it. But we put this proposition out there for a certain amount of money, for a certain amount of trees to be planted this year. Well, it's like throwing it in a hole. You never hear anything about it. We don't know whether the proposition was accepted, whether it's okay, whether we can use it. Who tells us this? Gabriella and I are still trying to figure out where we're going to get these trees. Well, we don't even know if we have the money yet. We think we do. But no one has told us we have this money. So we have to be informed, especially with the finance office. I know they're busy, they've got all kinds of things to do, but we have to know whether or not we have this money to spend. We want to plant 20 more trees. No, sorry. We want to plant 10 more trees. We've already planted 5. I didn't have the funding for 5 trees, so I had to take it out of my account for one of the nurseries in Casco. Well, that kills me for $1,000. How do I use it? How do I get at least from Casco after this? Because I had to use $1,000. Well, if I go to the finance office and tell them I need this extra money put back in my account, they look at me like I have 3 arms and 4 eyes, and that's the end of it, and I never hear anything. But, I mean, I know they do a lot, they work hard and all that, but sometimes it's just like, let's work together here. This is not, we're not trying to decide.
I think this is related, this isn't the ordinance though.
No, it's not the ordinance, but I'm here because the ordinance is important, but the ordinance only makes sense if we can work together and we understand what's going on. The ordinance is very important, and I'm glad Gabriella worked as hard as she did, and Michelle getting it established.
So the only final thing I would say about the ordinance is that we are actually required to have this approved by May 1st, and if we can, get it approved, we just have to ask for an extension, by the weekend. Okay, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I didn't know the process. Okay, so, okay.
But as far as like how they get it out to the residents, can it be a short, like frequently asked questions, frequently asked ideas, like one page both sides? Yeah. We put it in like the spring or the fall newsletter, that's 6 months away, so if you're looking for something further, if you give us like one page on both sides, you can throw it in the tax bill, that makes. That would hit a lot, but as far as like, the funding, which is a part of the reason this is be sorted out, they have something going for work capability, maybe because we're working on a temporary budget, because we haven't approved our budget yet.
No, I think it's been approved. I think there might be, and Gabrielle and I talked about it briefly, some PO sheets, but the funding for the trees is my understanding is absolutely been approved. But there is a process that is unpleasant to go through to get funding.
We don't mind the process, we just have to know what we have.
So please, I hope you sort of know, we talked about it.
Talk to me today a little bit about it, so we work together.
But in terms of communication, John, I think, it's almost like something you get from the water department or some other department where you live in JG. They give you all the stuff that you never read. Big bill, throw the rest of it away. You give them something like that with a tax bill, they're not gonna read it. We have to do something a little bit more explicit, a little bit more direct, to tell people that this is important.
We'll come up with the idea, because when I get a tax bill, we gotta read everything in there.
Well, that's you, but that's not everybody. I mean, we have
Open for suggestions, if you have the suggestions, we'll do it. Is right?
We also said APTV, then I'll get it up on the public access.
Right.
I think we would have to more than just that flyer. No, we should actually say this here and talk about it here.
And while I'm here, also Labor Day weekend, Clearwater Festival, that's very good.
I know, this is like, it's what's
I've been listening.
I think we're gonna.
Yeah, we're really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May I motion to open up the public hearing and ordinance?
I have one
Board
question. But how long will I have to wait?
Probably.
I don't know.
Any member of the public wishes to speak in ordinance 2024-10, use the microphone.
Move it.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Public hearing and ordinance 2024-10 is now closed. I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2024-10. Move to adopt. Second. Councilmember Leslie? Yes. Councilmember Blake? Yes. Councilmember Yes. Mayor Moore?
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-11. This is ordinance of the city of Asbury Park approving and adopting a redevelopment plan for a property located at 141 North Drive, lot 203, lot 5. I understand that the clerk will motion to table this ordinance. Move to table 8/2024 meeting. Councilmember Bez Yes. Councilmember Clayton? Yes. Mayor Quinn? Yes. Mayor Moore?
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2024-11 is tabled to the May 8, 2024 meeting. Ordinance 2024-12, capital ordinance providing for roof replacement and appropriating $2,005,308.87, therefore authorized and by the city of Asbury Park, County of New Jersey. Move it.
Second.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, so,
Okay.
yeah. Have that any
May I have a
questions?
motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 2024-12? All in favor? Public hearing on ordinance 2024-12 now open. Would anyone wish to speak on ordinance 2024-12?
Where is that?
It's the final ordinance of the public hearing, 2024-12. I have a copy of it up front.
Read it, it's to put new roofs on DPW, the Transportation Center, City Hall, and the council chambers. Okay.
It didn't say that.
No, it didn't, you're right, I didn't give an explanation, I apologize. That's what it's about. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Public hearing on ordinance 2024-12 now closed. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2024-12? Second. Councilmember Bez Anderson?
Yes.
Councilmember Clayton? Yes. Mayor Quinn? Yes. Mayor Moore?
Yes.
Anyone have anything else?
Now, wait a second. Question of Brett.
This has to be directed to attorney. I had asked if there was a rail fence around the train car. Simply because it's a beautiful garden, it's marked off, but it's also not really recognized by so many people because it doesn't have any kind of physical attraction to it. And it's with rail fence where there's kind of around it. I was told that because it's green fields, it's not appropriate. So I went online and I looked at all the green fields in Asbury Park, and that's not one of them. And I'm wondering why we can't put this with rail fence around it. One, to make it more attractive, and also two, allow people to recognize that this is something they can come and enjoy the garden. It's not meant to push people off, it's not meant to prevent
I understand that it's something that I'm gonna have to look at.
Yeah, let us look into it and we'll get back. You didn't tell us beforehand, we were not having information.
All right, that's it.
Thank you.
Any
Motion to.
close?
Sure.
Favor